say this question 1. So it says, which function represents the reflection of f of x equals 4x across the y-axis? So I have the function f of x equals 4x, and I want a reflection across y-axis. So it's basically asking us what can I do to this function to reflect it across the y-axis, right? So if you recall from transformations of functions, what we have here is I have f of x equals I have basically plus or minus a times x times x minus b, and then actually this would be b times c. Or sorry, this is bx minus c plus d, where basically, or this is also plus or minus here, but where this is plus or minus here just means this is a reflection across the y-axis for, let me just write this down here actually. This is a reflect on the y-axis. The a here is a vertical stretch or compression, or expansion. You could also say stretch or compression. The b here is a reflection along the x-axis here. Sorry, that's plus or minus. The b here represents the horizontal stretch or compression. The c here represents a horizontal shift. And then finally, the d here represents a vertical shift. So what we care about is we care about the reflection across the y-axis, right? So if we care about the reflection along the y-axis, we care about this term here. So this plus or minus refers to the reflection along the y-axis. So if I were to pick if you want to reflect across the y-axis, I would simply have to say g of x would have to equal, I want to stick a negative here for x here. In this case, which is basically this one here, negative 4x here would be a reflection along the y-axis. So option D here is the correct answer. We have the function y equals 4x. So basically what they did is they actually graphed it as well, right? So if they graph it as well, I can show you that this equals the correct answer here. So y equals 4x could look something like this. If I reflect it along this is the y-axis here, you would get something like this, right? You get a negative slope, right? Y equals negative 4x is simply a negative is aligned with a negative slope. So this here is so option D is correct, and they graphed it out like so. This here is the correct solution. So great solution and analysis. I like how they use the graph to support their